Hey, this is Box Cutter back here with my 10th audio commentary slash FP VOD, and this is going to be a really fun game. I'm not going to go over the build loader for this because really you can't use this against a good player, but this guy wasn't that good to begin with, and I played him the game before and went the standard build, but I didn't record that game. I was just trying to warm up to get on my main account to actually play, and then I decided, you know what, he asked for a re, so I decided, you know what, let me play him again, and then that way I could show a really fun build order against Terran on Python. And so the build order here is going to be, I don't know, it's really hilarious. In this game, I don't know, I drank maybe like 5 Red Bulls before I played it or something like that. Well, not 5, that's a little bit of exaggeration. And my APM was like something around like 320 at the end of the game, and I was like shocked as hell. So if you want to get your APM up, just drink like 5 Red Bulls or some shit. And then I'm going to check the back of his minerals to see if he's here. He's not here, so I'm going to send my overlord to the what is that, the 3 o'clock position there. And so here, the build, to go over the build, what's going to happen here is I'm going to go 3 hatch, normal standard build, and then go to lurkers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building queens, so that when he starts pushing out, I'm going to start broodlinging his tanks. And then so I'm going to get a lurker contain on him, because he can't push out with his marines and medics alone until, you know, 8 lurkers or whatever. And then I'm just going to move my lurkers back and get a bigger and bigger contain as I get more and more lurkers, and then just keep building energy on my queens to broodling his tanks as they come out. This won't work against the Terran who gets two factories up, but it will work against the Terran who has only 1 factory up. But as soon as he realizes what you're doing, he's going to try to get his 2nd factory up, so you got to be really quick to get your 3rd and 4th base going. And you do have to get your 3rd or 4th base going. You got to double expand in this build, because you can have too many minerals. Because in this build, you're not going to be building any Zerglings at the start of the game. Only lurkers and queens. And I'm scouting here the 12 o'clock position. He's not there, so that means he's only got to be at the 3 o'clock position. I'm going to move my overlord back to my choke, just in case he tries to build like a bunker there or something like that. And here, just the standard build. There's not too much to say about what's going on right now. I'm going, 12 hatch, 11 pool, 12 for my 3rd hatch again. And in ZvT, I like to put my if I'm going to go 3 hatch, I like to put my hatch next to my hatch at my natural. It just improves mining, and then also it makes your drones, instantly there for when they pop out. And so I can see he's blocking his choke, but I want to check his marine count, and I go forward and I check, and I see, okay, he's not doing anything funky. He's trying to do a 1 rack fast expand, which is pretty good, because it's going to give me a little bit more time to get my lurkers up, and that's going to be beneficial to me. Now I'm going to bring my drones over here, and one thing that I do now that I didn't do before is I just rally my hatchery, and those other 2 drones are the ones that I pull, and I don't pull any of the ones that are mining. I just found it to be a little bit better than just pulling all the pulling the drones that are mining off the line. It's just a little bit faster. So now I'm going to get my first gas up and trying to get lurker, and I'm going to move this overlord because it's annoying the living crap out of me being there over my hatchery. I needed it there to spot a bunker, because they could build a bunker pretty much in kind of weird places, and not just in front of the hatchery. So right now, just the standard build. My 3rd hatchery is going to be coming up. My first gas is going to be coming up, and as soon as that comes up, I'm not getting Zergling speed. I'm not going to get any of those things, because I need the gas for the Queen's Nest, and I need the gas for lurkers. So very gas heavy build, and I'm holding position on my ramp because his SCV scouted me last, basically, or scouted me 2nd, and he sent it out late, and some Terrans do that. And I can see here that he's building a bunker out here, which is kind of silly, but he thinks that all these larvae are going to be drones, which they are, and I don't have anything to defend this with right now, so he's going to try to make some type of a push. But if he was going to try to do this, then he should have done it with the 2 racks, and then he would have had 8 marines and probably would have been pretty successful and probably would have killed me. And I thought about moving my drones out here, but I was like, screw it, I don't want to lose any drones in this build, so I'm just going to keep throwing down minerals on sunken colonies and Zerglings. And I'm going to build this sunken here, and as soon as I get my Zerglings out, I'm just going to start hitting his marines with my Zerglings, and then he's going to have to pull back into that bunker, but he's not pulling back because his APM is too low, and that sunken died, and I didn't cancel it, and that was bad on my fault. That was my fault, but oh well, now I got the Zerglings to defend, so it's not that big of a deal. And I'm going to throw my Hydralisk Den up as well. So this sunken is going to go up, and then he's going to move that marine out of there because he can't leave it there. So when he moves that marine out, I'm going to take this other barracks down because he's only got 1 marine in it, and I don't want him to keep reinforcing because as his marine numbers get bigger and bigger, he's gonna have an easier time defending that bunker until I have lurkers out, and then I'm not gonna be able to move out. So here I want to get my second gas going. The reason I didn't get going before is because I had to dedicate so many zerglings to defend against that stupid bunker rush that he did, and I didn't have good drone saturation on my natural, so I needed to worry more about how many minerals I had as opposed to how much gas I have. So here I'm just waiting for my layer to come up so I can get lurker tech going, and then as soon as my layer is up, I'm gonna put up my queen's nest and then get a couple of queens out, and then get spawn broodling upgrade on the queens. So here's the layer comes up, I get the lurker speed, and I can see that he's building a bunker out here, and he, like I said, he has really low APM, and this guy's not really that good, but I wanted to show this game off because it's just a fun game. So I'm gonna get my queen's nest up, and then I'm gonna get my second gas going here, and I don't have good drone saturation mainly because I had to build all those zerglings to stop him from doing that bunker rush, that late bunker rush that he was trying to do. And like I said, if he was going to try to do that, then he should have done it with the 2 racks, and then he would have been pretty successful had he done that. I think he probably maybe would have killed me or done at least a lot of economic damage. I'm not sure, and obviously I'm not sure until I see it happen. But and here I'm just going to rally all my hatcheries. I got decent drone saturation on my main and my natural, so I don't need to build any more drones. I need to get one of these drones out to get out there to my third expo so I could take it immediately as soon as I need it, and then I'm gonna build the lurkers and get a contain going on him. And he's lost so many marines and spent so much money on those bunkers and repairing them, and all those marines that he lost, that's what sort of made this build possible. Otherwise it kind of would have been really difficult to do it, but he put himself behind a lot economically, so that kind of enabled me to actually put this build into action and make it work. Otherwise it would have been really difficult, and against a better player than him it would have been damn near impossible to pull it off. So now I'm going to get my lurkers out. I don't want to get my third hatchery up until I have him contained, because I don't know if he's going to move out, and then I might have to cancel my hatchery or scramble my lurkers over there to stop him from doing that. And I got my first queen out here, and then as soon as I have contain on him, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rally all my hatcheries outside of his base. So my lurkers are coming up right now, and he's scanned. But that scan is really bad for him because he just wasted a scan and he doesn't have science vessels out right now. So I'm going to rally all my hatcheries and get my hive up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to contain him with the lurker queen, and then I'm going to go straight to overlords instead. Excuse me. I mean, not overlords. I mean, I'm going to go straight to ultralists instead of anything else. So now I got the contain going, and I got 6 lurkers outside of his base, so he can't move out right now. Even if he has scans, he needs tanks to move out through this, or his marines are just going to get slaughtered. So that's the reason I got my queen energy going up right now. I'm going to put up my spire so I could get scourges out when I need them, when he gets science vessels out, so I can force him to scan instead of using the science vessels, and then he doesn't have irradiate as well. So now I got my queens outside of his base, and I got my lurkers outside of his base, and I'm just waiting for his first tank to come up. So I'm going to take my other expo as well now, because I have enough minerals to do it. Like I said, in this build you're not building any zerglings, so you're kind of dependent on how much gas you have to build the lurkers, and then also build to build the lurkers, and then also build the queens and whatnot. So you really don't have aren't going to have enough gas to be able to use up all your minerals in this build. So that's the reason why you can double expand. You can see I put up 3 hatcheries, 2 instantly, and I'm going to put up my ultralist den right here, and then I'm going to get this drone mining, and then I made 6 drones here. I missed one of them there, and then I'm going to get my gas up here. So I made drones, and I'm going to manner them over to that base, so that base gets going even quicker. And now I got a contain on him, and I'm just waiting for him to push forward with tanks so I could broodling the tanks. So then he's gonna realize what's going on as soon as that happens. I don't know if he has I don't know if he's scanned and seen the queens right now or not, but even if he has, he's still gonna have to either put up 2 factories right now, which is gonna delay his push out to begin with, or try to get double starport for science vessels, which I think would have been the better idea. Now I'm gonna get zergling speed, because as soon as these bases pop up, and these lurkers are gonna eventually die. So now I'm gonna broodling that, and I'm gonna move back, and he's gonna be forced to retreat because he can't do anything else, and missed this